This is an LMC Media production. I'm Maura Carlin. I'm speaking with Meg Kaufer of the Larchmont Mamaroneck Lions. Meg is a board member as well as treasurer. And Meg, thank you for joining us. The Lions are having a service fair this coming weekend, September 25th or rain date 26th. Can you tell us what a service fair is?
Yeah, I can. I'm very happy to be here. Thanks so much for your time.
Our pleasure.
Our community service fair is really tied into our motto. The Lions motto is "We serve," and we are the single largest international social service organization in the world. And following that motto, we know that locally we have an enormous number of nonprofits, social service groups, and houses of worship that provide service in different ways in our community. But there isn't always a centralized way to get to know them. And so this year we had the idea that we could have a community service fair, an opportunity for those nonprofits to be in one place at one time so that people could just come by, say hello, and visit all of the different nonprofits serving our community at the same time. So this is our first year running it. We're super, super excited. And we'll have, I believe, up to 15 different social service organizations and houses of worship represented. That isn't even all of the groups that we have in our community, but it's a really centralized way for people to come, say hello, and get to know what's happening in the community and how they can get involved.
I assume it's primarily, you really want to get people involved. Is that right?
Absolutely. I think that these days it's harder and harder because all of us have so many different commitments in our lives, but there's a tremendous amount of willingness and interest. And so really what we have here is the opportunity for someone who's been thinking like, wow, I really do want to get involved, but I don't know where to start. This is a way for you to come and meet someone in person and really find out what the organization does and what are the actual ways that you can engage. No need to make a commitment. You can shop around, but you can also see the people because sometimes it's the vibe of the organization that really resonates. And so when you find out that you have common goals and objectives, not only with the mission of the organization, but also with the style of the people, that's just, another win-win. And it helps everybody really cut to the quick and focus on the right things about giving back to our community.
Of course, you could also run into someone that you didn't know was involved in a particular organization, and that could draw you in as well, I gather.
I think that that's really important. A lot of folks know me through my nonprofit work with the STEM Alliance, but I'm also part of the Lions. And I think that that is really important for people to see how these groups cross-pollinate, or kind of that unexpected person that you know from church or that you know from another type of social endeavor. And then you find out, wow, I didn't know that you were leading, the Pollinator effort. And what is that? So it's just a really light way to have conversation with people about the organizations that make our community unique. And
so who will be there? Can you tell us who will be there?
Yeah. Okay, you want the short list of the long list? Okay.
Whatever you want.
You will meet organizations like At Home on the Sound, Community Resource Center, the Coalition for Understanding Racism Through Education, Friends of Larchmont Parks, the Fuller Center, Girl Scouts of Larchmont Mamaroneck, the Junior League of Westchester on the Sound, Larchmont Avenue Church, Larchmont Chamber, that's our business chamber in the Larchmont area, the Larchmont Environmental Committee, this group, LMC Media, one of our phenomenal nonprofits in this community, a very exceptional organization.
Thank you.
Yes, the Lions, of course, the Larchmont Mamaroneck Pollinator Pathways, Mamaroneck Historical Society, the Mott Haven Fridge, the Philanthropic Educational Organization, also known as PEO, national organization with a chapter here locally, Sheldrake Environmental Center, Southeast Consortium for Special Services, the STEM Alliance, my nonprofit, the Town of Mamaroneck, Village of Mamaroneck Committee for the Environment, and the Washingtonville Housing Alliance.
That's a lot of people.
You can't go wrong. And as I said, I think so often when folks choose a community to live in, they see concrete choices that are important to them, and they think they're going to circle back to it. I think our community is known for being a community that is passionate and caring and really well connected and giving of themselves. but that doesn't mean that it's always easy to get that started. So come by. We're going to be outside the Hommocks Rink. There's a grassy area there. Maybe you're on your way to a football or a soccer match with your child anyway. We're right there. It's easy to swing by. The tables are going to be active from noon to 3, and you just can't go wrong. It's an easy thing to swing by and say hello, either because you're already in that area or because you really want to come and find us. The parking's easy. The spot is ideal. I should mention, we were going to host one both in Mamaroneck and in Larchmont at the same time. The conditions of the flooding made it such that the harbor at that time was closed. So we made the difficult decision to just narrow down to one site this year. But this is open to anyone in our Larchmont Mamaroneck community. It really is a hyper local event. There are many people in our community who are involved in national organizations and such, but this is really about organizations that are represented directly in our local community.
So let's just get the details down straight. It's Saturday, the 25th from 12 to 3.
Correct.
And there's a rain date because it's outside.
The rain date is the same place, time, and location, but it would be the next day, which is Sunday from noon to 3.
And it's outdoors.
It's all outdoors.
Any mask requirements or anything like that?
We encourage people to wear masks when they're approaching tables and talking to folks, but we understand that the outdoor environment is a little bit more flexible. Certainly, everybody's safety and health is of top priority to us.
And if someone wants more information, what's the best way for them to get it?
So I would encourage folks to go to our Facebook page, the Larchmont Mamaroneck Lions Club, and you'll get information there. Each of the partners who will be there, each of the social service agencies that's going to be at the event, their Facebook pages, their home pages also have information about the event. It should be pretty easy to find.
Thank you, Meg Kaufer, sorry about that, from the Larchmont Mamaroneck Lions. We look forward to seeing you this weekend.
And we will be seeing LMC Media at that event.
For LMC Media Productions, I'm Maura Carlin.